Well, they got Lemieux versus Glenn Tapia.
Glenn Tapia.
That should be a war. That should be
That's
a
a
war.
dangerous fight. Oof.
Yeah,
know.
that'll be
Tapia.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame they didn't get Lemieux versus James Kirkland because that would have been fun too. But I mean, Glenn Tapia is pretty fair, around the same level. So
Glenn Tapia is gonna get knocked out again, man. He's been knocked.
yeah, I think so. But I mean, he has a shot though because Lemieux isn't the best boxer himself, and he gets hit pretty easy too.
Yeah, but Lemieux, yeah. But the Glenn Tapia, bro, like the way Kirkland beat him out in the last fight, he been getting beat regularly against some guys that you didn't think he was gonna lose against. But
Yeah, that guy in the last fight, he dropped him. What was that guy's name? The one that beat Glenn Tapia?
I
he was
don't
first.
remember.
That's right.
yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. No one remember that guy's name, but we remember him getting his ass beat. Rubio
Exactly, yeah.
Rubio beat.
beat him bad as well. Rubio,
Yes.
so,
Yeah, Lemieux.
Then plus Glenn Tapia was going. That's his first time fight at 160, right? 154.
yeah. What's they call the Jersey boy? That's what they call him, the Jersey boy, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. I got some news for you guys. So James DeGale is going to be fighting on the same cards as Badu Jack and Lucian Butte. It don't make no sense though, because like instead of on the same card, they could have put James DeGale versus Badu Jack, but I guess Al Heyman.
Hell yeah.
Well, because they're both mandatories.
Oh, but how can he be mentioned? Lucian Butte just lost to James DeGale. How can he be mentioned?
And Porky Medina. And Porky Medina, Badu Jack has beaten him, and Lucian DeGale has beaten him, so it's a collision course fight.
That's my bad. DeGale, Porky Medina is the mandatory for DeGale. Bude is the mandatory for Jack, but I mean, he's because they were trying to make Jack versus Chavez, remember? So and Chavez wound up, he's still too fat, so they put. But I mean, this is an upgrade though. I think Bude is still a dangerous opponent for Jack. He can still punch. So I mean, I thought Bude looked pretty good against DeGale too. I mean, I thought he gave him a pretty tough fight. So I mean, I like that doubleheader. I think that's two good fights.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, another news as well. Amir Khan, like, if you see him on Fight Hype, he's been looking pretty good and hitting the bags and stuff. Well, what's your take? Has anyone changed their opinion on?
Nah, bags don't hit. Bags don't hit you back. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saul is gonna lose. I'm more and more. I've seen a lot of Canelo Alvarez, a lot of these fighters. Larry Mosley, Carlos Adan, Jose Jerez. All of these fighters who was just unable to knock out. I just think he's got two fundamental deficiencies: inability to land a punch when his feet is moving, and his inability to connect when his opponent is moving as well. And Khan is all about that. I think the movement will confuse him. If Khan can keep his discipline, I think Khan can beat him. No problem.
Right, see, that's what I'm saying, Gus. That's what I was going with. But the thing is, Gus, after watching Conor McGregor get beat up by Nate Diaz, it made me change my mind, bro. Because the thing is, if Khan goes in there and if he tries to knock him out, which he might try to do, because he's been hitting the bags pretty hard, he's gonna gas out, man, and get clubbed up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're just trying to outpoint a guy, that means you're trying to go distance. Canelo's gonna be hunting him down, and he'll catch you like he caught Lara. So I kind of really, I was confident like you are right now, but I kind of wilted after what I saw because I realized weight does change things. It does change things,
But Steve Cunningham made a good point recently, and he said that look, when you talk about Amir Khan, he's generally losing weight to get down to 147.
Yeah.
Because he walks around a lot heavier, and I've seen him in person when he's not fighting. His weight balloons because arguably he doesn't train in between fights. His discipline does go a little bit. So when a fighter is getting down to 147 and losing sort of 15, 20 pounds, I don't think it's going to be too difficult for him to maintain or build up to a 155. I don't think it's that difficult as what a lot of people are conceiving it will be. I think he'll be comfortable at the weight.
Yeah, I know that, but what we're talking about is retaining some sort of power, because a lot of fighters come down the weight to be stronger. So now when you're actually at weight, this is your normal weight. Like Canelo's coming. And
Canelo has, he's proven to have a pretty damn good chin too. So.
I don't know about that.
Well, see, that's my point. That's why I don't see
Well, I mean, I'd say against Cotto he proved that. I mean, Cotto was hitting him, and Canelo was just walking through that shit like it wasn't
Exactly.
eight.
That's my point.
I mean,
Yeah, but
You can't
Cotto's
see
power
Khan winning.
Oh man, yeah, maybe. I don't really rate Cotto's power that man, but that's just me.
well, I'd say Khan's power isn't any better than Cotto's though. I mean,
He's got deceptive power. That's
Yeah, no,
that's
I
the
mean,
thing. Yeah.
Khan can catch you. He can catch you by surprise, but that's kind of the way Cotto was too. I mean, Cotto really didn't have power, but he was still able to knock out Gil because it was just the hand speed. It was the hand speed, and Gil was drained and everything too. So, I mean, I kind of agree with regard to Khan's weight. I mean, to me, for him to make 147, 140, 135, he was cutting muscle. So now at 155, he'll probably be a bit more of a natural weight for him to actually make without having to cut muscle off of himself. But at the same time, he's still fighting against the guy who's probably naturally still more muscular than he is. So, I mean, I think that's still tough. And to me, Khan's stamina has always been on the iffy side. It might have been because he was cutting too much weight, but at the same time, at a higher weight, it might exacerbate that issue. And if Khan slows down at all and stops, kind of sticking and moving around Canelo, he could be in some major trouble because Alvarez just hits too hard, I think, for Khan to be able to take that standing still. He has to be sticking and moving for 12 rounds. And to me, Khan has to box a perfect fight to win this fight. Canelo can make several mistakes and still knock him out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's discipline for Khan. All about it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And he has a tendency to almost prove his ability. The red mist comes down. He loses that coolness stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Gets you right back.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, I don't think he's going to try to do this.
Yeah, he will, man. Yeah, he will, man. When he gets clipped, yeah, he does. He doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When he gets clipped, he's on it. He's not gonna just get clipped and just he'll be on it.
Well, especially because Canelo, he'll sometimes make those little expressions like "you ain't shit" or whatever, and so I think that'll kind of piss Khan off. I think Khan is a little bit of a hothead whenever somebody taunts him like that.
Yeah, he is.
Because like when Garcia did that too, there was a few times where Garcia kind of shook his head at him and gave him that look or whatever, and Khan got pissed and tried to freaking knock his ass out. Wound up getting clipped.
When Amir Khan is the favorite to come into a fight, I think complacency affects him and his performances is not as good. He's coming into this fight, I think, for the first time as the underdog, and I think that will curb his complacency, and he'll be. I think he'll be disciplined. That will curb him to do so, and I think he will stick to his game plan. Yeah, it's difficult against a puncher who's getting a little bit better, but I still see Canelo against Lara. Lara didn't do enough, and Khan punches in bunches a little bit more. He's more volume than Lara. He's got better movement, but I think if he tries to replicate that game plan with more punches, I think he can definitely win. He's got a good chance.
Okay. Hey, Gus, I saw you about the Wilder and the Povetkin fight. Did you want to talk about that? Yeah, that's what you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this fight is finally obviously taking place after the purse bids, and Rubinski obviously bid 7.2 million. Lou DiBella, who is effectively the spokesperson for Al Haymon, let's face it, from the political and legal side, I think that their bid was around 5 million. So traditionally, I think under the rules, I think the champion is entitled to 70%, but I think they've restructured this deal. I think it includes a bonus as well. So effectively, Wilder is going to get about $5 million. And I think Deontay Wilder has been checkmated into taking this fight, because if he doesn't take it, he can be stripped of his belt. And if he doesn't fight Povetkin, saying it's for money, where else is he going to get a fight more than 5 million? So he effectively has to take the fight. And it is a good fight. Now Povetkin, there's a little bit of pre-misconceptions regarding him. I don't think he's the same fighter as he was under Teddy Atlas. I think he's a better fighter recently. He's always in your face. He's more aggressive. He always comes forward. Deontay Wilder, his last three opponents, after Spilka, this guy was what, a football hooligan for Legia Warsaw, not a great deal of boxing before that. Duapar as well. And Brian Stavern, the first fighter to collapse with dehydration. I've never seen anything like that before. I don't think his movements are as fluid, and if you notice with Wilder, he's got very, very skinny legs. He doesn't move well. He's got freakish power, and we've seen in these fights that he can knock you out late as well. But Povetkin, much shorter opponent, aggressive. That's my worry. He's a little bit too aggressive, and if he doesn't keep his discipline in this fight, he can be hurt badly and quickly as well. So it's all going to be about Povetkin's tactics. What's he going to do? Is he going to be a little bit cautious, actually have respect for his power? Or does he feel that he's the superior athlete and he's just going to come forward and try and take him out? Wilder does have a good chin, but he was certainly hurt against Spilka as well, who I think was doing very well up until he got knocked out. He was probably level on points. So difficult one to call, but I think it's all going to be down to Povetkin's tactic, because if he tries to box, and I don't think that's him, he could get knocked out. But if he's disciplined, I think, I don't know, a prediction at the moment, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to have a little bit more look into the camps, try and find out a little bit more about tactics, but that's my breakdown thus far.
Ha! Listen, mate. Wilder's gonna catch a case on that dude, boy, for murder, mate. He nearly killed Spilka, boy, and I got him killing thing in Russia and I got the fans trying to kill Wilder, man. So really, I tell you, man, when Wilder, listen, I was watching him in my house here with one girl, yeah. When he hit Spilka, bruv, I swear, I thought I was seeing death on TV. I thought the guy actually died for 2 minutes. Like, I was praying this dude got up, because it would have been bad for boxing. This guy, he had problems with his hands here going into the Vern fight. Actually broke his hand as well. And he's realized, he said, my hands are actually 100% now. I fear for Povetkin's life if he starts taking it. And the thing is, Wilder can make a lot of mistakes and still win the fight. But like you said, Gus, Povetkin has to fight the perfect fight with a perfect game plan. He has to administer it. Now, can he do that? We have to find out, yeah? He can hit, we know that. But he has to get in close and he has to get in range. Wilder's got Mark Brilliant, he uses jab, fighting off that system. He knows how to hold, he knows how to clinch. And Wilder knows what he has to do. Well, like I said, Wilder can make a lot of mistakes, but Povetkin has to fight the perfect fight. And even when you look at it, yeah, when Wilder starts landing any of these bombs, Povetkin's never going to get hit how he's going to hit with Wilder. You remember Klitschko nearly took him out as well. But Klitschko, for some reason, I actually talked to a security guard over here who's actually from Russia, and he actually said that in Russia, they paid Klitschko not to knock him out. They said, don't knock him out. Because why not? Because it's bad for the country. So it's not a good idea. So he actually hold. Do you remember in that fight? Klitschko was actually jumping on his back. Now, us over here was wondering what was going on. We blamed the referee. He goes, nah. Klitschko, they told him, you're not going to knock him out. So don't knock him out. So that's why he was on his back and this and that. And he mauled and made the fight horrible because he didn't want to knock him out. But you knew when he caught him, Povetkin, you can see when he knocked him down, he could have done that at will. So I don't give Povetkin any chance. And the whole thing with Wilder, and a lot of people say that about his legs and stuff like that. But you got to understand, yeah, Tommy Hitman Hearns had legs like that. And you know how devastating he is. You're right. If he gets hit square, he could be taken out. But the legs...
Yeah. The legs are Arguello too.
Yeah, like the leverage with this is the thing about boxing, we look at guys and like physique, but guys who with them sort of skinny legs, they can thunderbolt punches. When they catch you at the end of their punches, they can do you up. Another guy was good was Junior Jones when he fought Marco Antonio Barrera. Skinny legs as well. Bolt punches when they caught you, you know what I mean? I'm not sure with Thingy. I think Thingy has what's his name again? The guy who knocked out Errol Graham. What's his name again? Junior.
Oh, Julian Jackson.
His legs. A puncher. He was a.
Yeah, he had skinny legs. His legs are skinny as well. You saw him coming into the fight. So legs. You're right. Legs do play a part, but it's what they're packing at the end. Remember when Hitman Hearns went against with his skinny legs against Leonard, he was the reason why Leonard's retina got detached.
Well, I think Gus was really speaking more to the ability to take a punch more so than throw one.
Nah, but after the fight, I had the operation.